Hey everyone, how is everyone tonight? Trish will not be on tonight. She had a family emergency, okay? So, because normally she would come on about 8, but she had a family emergency, so she won't be on tonight. Hello, hello. How is everyone? Hi, Larry. So, I'm not sure. Well, I'm pretty sure because you guys keep up on it just like I do, but I'm not sure uh, if everyone has heard about what's going on with Putin and the orders that he put in. Did anybody hear about what he said? I know, A. Howell, I hear you, okay? Because, if you guys are new here, okay, uh my son is a Marine. Okay, so believe me, when you say things like that, believe me, I hear you. Okay, Andrew just got home last week from Tennessee because he has to go for 1 week out of every month and then 3 weeks out of every year. Well, he was chosen to go to 29 Palms. We don't know when he's leaving, and then we were also told that he might have to go there over to the Ukraine. We don't know. It's not set in stone yet. Okay. So, but as of right now, okay, this is what I'm hearing, okay, that there are rapid developments in Ukraine as Israel, the UK, US, sorry, not UK, USA, Britain, Netherlands, Latvia. Am I saying that right? Latvia. Am I saying that right? Latvia, Norway, South Korea, and Japan. Okay. They are leaving the country in mass, while the EU is also removing its staff. Okay. Uh, so the Americans reconsidered everything, okay, saying that Putin gave the order to the Russian army, and now we are waiting for the start of the operation even before the end of the Olympic Games. Okay. And intelligence services have given a black alert, okay, which means the start of hostilities, and WAR. Right on. Now, these developments come after the outburst of anger of S. Lavrov, and that's Lavrov for the EU response. Okay. So, and this is according to last minute information. Putin has ordered the start of operations in the Ukraine. And this is reported by U.S. sources, officials, and members of Potato's government. Okay. The U.S. media has reported that the U.S. expects 2 days of heavy bombing and an electric war that will keep everything in the region. And this begins the invasion with the primary goal of changing the government in Kiev. And 6 U.S. and Western officials, including U.S. Secretary of State John Blinken, said that the Russian operation will start next week And they emphasized that Putin has decided to invade the Ukraine. He has given the order to the general staff of the Russian Defense Ministry. Okay. And earlier, the Americans appeared confident that the Russian leadership has not decided whether or not to invade. Okay. So the EU, they began withdrawing its staff from the Ukraine and leaves behind only the absolute necessary staff. You're right, New Jersey Prepper, we don't belong over there. So Israeli media, they're reporting that the Prime Minister of Israel has ordered the immediate evacuation of Ukraine as the Russians have the number of forces required to launch the operation in a short amount of time. And Israel, they're evacuating the families of diplomatic personnel from the Ukraine, something it has so far avoided doing so. Okay, along with a travel instruction, he asks his citizens not to approach the Ukraine. And the detail that sounded the alarm in Israel was the sudden cancellation of Russian Foreign Minister Lavrov's trip to the country. And Lavrov was due to land in Tel Aviv on Monday. And Israeli officials said the trip is not going to be rescheduled. Okay. And at the same time, the same order was given by the foreign ministries of Norway and Latvia. And the Foreign Office advised the citizens of the country not to travel to the Ukraine, and those who have remained in the country to leave immediately with commercial flights as long as they are still available. And then finally, the Prosecutor General's office in the Ukraine, okay, as well as Ukrainian Secret Service SBU, removed secret documents and files at border checkpoints near Crimea. The Ukrainian authorities distribute leaflets instructing citizens on what to do, where to go, what to do if you're injured, etc. Okay, so that is the latest information that I have been able to find, so I can get it out to you guys as quick as I possibly can. So, did you really, James? You saw pictures of the operation. Do you know where the pictures are? Can you send them to me? What is it going to take to get this rotten mashed potato out? Joni, you know what? I think there's a lot of us that have tried to come up with, oh, well, there's a will, there's a way. And I don't think anybody has found a successful solution to that. So anyway, with that, let's try and ease into something positive, shall we? What is everyone prepping this week? Myself, I did a lot of non-perishables and more meats. I have been, my food saver. I ran out of bags, the food saver bags 3 times. I had to keep going back to the store. Gas, really, that's awesome. Yeah. Flour, meats, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You seriously need chocolate, Desi. We all need chocolate, honey. check out the Golf Tonkin incident. It'll blow. Okay, I will. Thank you. Oh, you're canning vegetables. All right. 22 pounds of ham, 10 pounds of hamburger, 60 pounds of pasta put up. Ooh, you've been busy. Lots of seeds. Beautiful. Canning soup. Thank you, Larry. Flour, salt, more flour and sugar. Yeah. That's the one thing that I was very lackadaisical on was my baking section and my pantry. But I really amped that up something fierce. I mean, I got a really nice size baking section in my pantry now. I really do. So toothpaste and toothbrushes. Yes. It's always good to amp up your preps when it comes to your HBA or health and beauty aids. Okay. Toothpaste, toothbrushes, deodorants, body soap, body wash, shampoo, conditioner, your hair care products, things that will keep you normal. You know what I mean? When there's an SHTF situation, okay? Or when we're in wartime, like when, like it was back in World War II and stuff like that, you wanted to try and have as much normalcy in your life as possible, right? So, ladies, what did they do? They always had the red lipstick on and, things like that. And they dressed nice for their husbands and always had dinner on the table. Okay. You want to, try and keep yourself as decent as possible. So, yeah, stocking up on your HBA. And plus, cleanliness and hygiene is so important, especially when it comes to your health. Yeah, and detergent. Yeah, I stocked up. I'm back up to a year's supply on my laundry detergent and my cleaning supplies as well. Yeah. You inventoried your freezer, your filling space this weekend with prepared meals of stew and starting seedlings for my garden. Oh, beautiful, Liberty Bee. I love that. Love it, love it, love it. I'm telling my children their lives, Mom. Oh, iodine is good for prepping. Yes, it so is. It so is. Yeah. Barb, what you're hearing about for Super Bowl or halftime is that's where the convoy is supposed to start. And it's supposed to go all the way up to DC. That's what I heard. Now, if anybody else has heard anything different, let's talk about it. Put it in the comment section. Gas prices here, Jen, we're almost at $4. You're planting potatoes. That's awesome, Linda. Grow lights. Oh, wow, James. I like that idea. Yes, you can, Sharon. You can make butter out of powdered milk. I've done it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Truckistan. Don't forget meds for you. Yes. Yes, Duckman. Very good. Very good idea. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Does your husband agree with you stockpiling? Some family is not taking me serious on this. Yes, actually, he does. He helps out considerably when it comes to our prepping. But then again, Sean and I have been prepping for quite a long time, actually, since we moved into our house 18 years ago. But it was primarily just for hurricane season. Okay. And then, we really kicked it into high gear about 2 years ago, I want to say. So, yeah, but yeah, he's all for it. He really is. So, well, thank you, No Sheeple. That's funny. Make sure the potatoes that you're growing are not rotten like Mr. Potato Head. Yeah, no kidding. No, Walt, I'm not giving the orders, but Putin sure did. Okay, so the next thing that I feel we should be discussing, okay, is um Dawn Marie and I were actually she sent me the link to this, okay, and I wanted to talk about it just a little bit today, okay. Um Federal and state agencies say that there's a strain of avian, and that's avian flu, that can cause high mortality rates among birds. Okay. So, and this has been confirmed, okay, at a commercial turkey farm in southern Indiana. Okay. So when we're out and we're shopping and we're buying, turkey products or whatever, please be on high alert. All right. The United States Department of Agriculture says its Animal and Plant Health Inspection Service confirmed a strain of highly pathogenic avian influenza was found at the farm in Dubois County. And Dubois is Dubois. And the Indiana State Board of Animal Health says the farm is under quarantine and that the farm's 29,000 turkeys are being euthanized to prevent the spread of this flu. Now, the USDA says it is the first confirmation of the highly pathogenic bird flu in commercial poultry in the U.S. since 2020. Okay. So just be on high alert. Just because they're euthanizing these turkeys doesn't mean that it hasn't spread and that it's not on another turkey farm. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Sharfin Bean, that's a really, really good point. Hope they don't. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. Hope they don't put that turkey meat in pet food. Well, my. That turkey farm is about 30 minutes from you. Oh, really, Teresa? No kidding. I pronounced the county wrong. What is it? Dubois. I, I'm terrible. Jesselyn, you missed a lot. Where have you been? Stop coming in late. See, this is what happens. Jay, listen, you got 2 turkeys in the freezer? Yeah, I got 5. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention, okay, about the turkeys. All right. And there's a few other things that we need to talk about. All right. So does anybody else? Andy Prepper, you're late too. Shame, shame. Carol, you know what? It's a full-fledged war. When stores run out of food, that's what I keep hearing, is that what's on the shelves right now is it. That's it. So that's why, I mean, people, listen, if people haven't wised up now and haven't stocked up yet, that's on them. Everybody here, we're good, you know, even if you just have 3 months worth of preps, you're still a hell of a lot better than everybody else, How's Florida weather in August? If you haven't been here in August, you don't ever want to be here in August. Let me just say that. All right. It is awful. I don't leave the house in August or July or June, really. If that's true, we're screwed. So many not waking up. Yeah, I know. But it's from what I've been hearing from multiple people, even people who work in grocery stores. What's on the shelves is that's all that's there. Because the warehouses themselves are either damn near empty or they are empty. Am I sweating bullets? Hell no. Hell no. It gets to the hundreds here in Texas in the summer. Yeah. What gosh. The hottest I've seen it here, which was just last summer, on the thermostat, the outside thermostat, it was 115. So, but yeah, I don't go outside. Ew. Do you think this could be a false flag from Russia? No, I don't. I don't. I don't think Putin's that type of guy to give out a false flag. I really don't. So the next thing that I feel is pertinent, okay? And when this was said to me, it was said, this is right out of the horse's mouth. And I said, oh boy, here we go, right? And this person is a procurement officer, okay, for the government. And according to this officer, the government has procured a 3-month supply of food for the military, okay? And it may be why we are seeing as many shortages in the store that we are seeing. And this is separate from the national food stockpile. Okay. So this is also, they can't blame hoarders. They can't blame preppers. They can't blame just regular civilians anymore. All right. They're doing this as well, but they can do it on such a higher level than any of us could ever go to. So, yeah, Mike, you're 100% correct. America is poking that bear. So, yeah, Gall Mom, you're accurate, 100%. The bottom feeders, or elite, as we like to call them, the useless eaters, they're hoarding all the food. If anything, they're the hoarders, not us. You know? Oh, well, thank you, encouraging prepper. You're so welcome, honey. Yeah, well, you know what? You're right, because he needs another shiny object. Because I've said it so many times, I felt that he was the shiny object. Okay. But now he needs another something going on over here. to distract everyone from all this, you know. Yes, Carol, I'll never forget that when I heard about that, that the truckers were taking loads of dry beans to military installations. And these were shut down military installations that were barely manned. So, oh God, when did we hear about that? That was what, like 6 months ago? I talked about that. And thank you, Handy Prepper. And, I when I first found out about that, I was like, what? What's really going on here? You know? But yeah. Well, thank you, No Sheeple. We don't call him Brandon. We call him Mr. Yeah, he's potato in this community. Wait, what's that? How do I what? How do you freeze individual eggs in ice cube trays? Okay, you have to get the silicone ice cube trays and then spray like Pam or the non-stick spray in them. Crack the egg, put it in there. Okay, if you want to leave it whole, leave it whole. If you want to scramble them beforehand, scramble them beforehand. And then take some kosher salt. That's what I use. Sprinkle it in there and then put it in the freezer for a few hours. And then when they're ready, when they're frozen, pop them out and put them in either a freezer Ziploc or however you want to store them in the freezer. Okay. Oh, good, Jabney. You bought that box of dried onions. Good. I'm glad. Okay. So I've been getting this question a lot, and I received an answer that I'm satisfied with. Okay. And it is about storing honey. Okay. And this answer came from someone who is actually like a beekeeper. Okay. And this was her recommendation. Okay. If you purchase honey that's already in a plastic container, okay, transfer it to a glass jar. Honey can be stored in a glass jar and does not require any canning process. All right. And the natural botulism in honey will keep it safe. If it crystallizes, just heated it up. Okay. So I know a lot of you have been asking me about honey and how to store honey properly. But I have been buying powdered honey. So I'm good on honey now. So 3 months supply, I can only hope that is going towards our military for our freedom note, the continuity of government for deep state and the underground arc cities. I don't know. I don't have that answer. Yes. Cantankerous canning lady. I have done that myself. Fermenting garlic and honey. I've done that myself. And actually, yeah, it is pretty good, actually. So, what about maple syrup? I got some from New York, and the top layer looks weird. I would think that it's the same thing. I would think. Don't hold me to that, but I would think. So then the next thing that I want to bring to your attention is this was brought to my attention in an email. Okay. Um, And she said the first email I had that she had gotten on her phone in the morning was a notification from Bank of America. I know a lot of you guys bank with Bank of America. Okay. And she said the notification from Bank of America that the branch in her small town is closing to in-person service in May. So you're not going to be able to go into the branch any longer. The email did not indicate if ATMs would remain open. Okay. It is only Bank of America in her small town that's doing this, and it is one of 3 local banks. And the closest Bank of America branch to her outside of that bank in her small town is 50 miles away and over a mountain. And the past winter, the mountain had several days of snow and ice, and it could take until May to redirect automatic deposits 1 day at a time. So, anybody else going through this with Bank of America? All banks? Oh, okay, James. Bank of America sent me a letter that they are not going to handle our unemployment checks anymore. They have until March 27th to change back. Wow. Yeah, I'm with credit union, so how would people with Social Security checks get? I don't know. I don't know, Carmen. That's a really good question. So I wanted to bring that to your attention as well. Okay. Project Veritas filmed a border guard picking up border crossers in his van. He said he picks up 1,000 a day or more and keep coming. Oh my God. Really, Sue? You think he would attack our grid? I would think that would. Well, he is in cahoots with China, but I think it would be more China that would do it than Putin. I don't know. An EMT would ruin anyone's day. Not EMT. Elect EMP. EMT. So then this, a subscriber had gotten a hold of me, and she lives in a desert, like high desert, with very, very dry climate. Okay. And she said that she needs suggestions on how to store flour and sugar. Now, myself, I store flour and sugar in mason jars. So, how do you guys do flour and sugar? Okay. So, just in case she's in here, okay, let's get some suggestions out there for her. Okay. The housing market's not going to calm down anytime soon, Ava. I can tell you that. Yes, I do, Daisy. I freeze the flour for about 24 hours. Yeah, I do that with rice as well. I'm live this late. I always go on at 7, honey. Okay, so Mylar bags. Okay, so just in case she's in here, okay, she needs some suggestions on because of where she lives. Okay, so Mylar bags. Sugar in original package, store in plastic tubs, keep in dark, dry area. Very good. Thank you. Two cups of flour in brown paper bag and food seal it. Yeah, I started doing that too because I ran out of mason jars. Yeah. Well, thank you, Matthew. Yeah, with rice, I do put it in the freezer. And then what I also do is when I'm repackaging it, I put bay leaves in for just in case. So, okay, so the next thing that I want to talk about because, you know, we have told you guys before to keep an eye on the baking aisle and the baby food aisle, right? So here's a little bit of intel, well, ish, okay? What's a bot, Steph? What's going on, bot? Where is a bot? So, a little bit of what's going on with infant formula and the inventory and the stock and everything else. Okay. So, infant formula inventories in mid January were down about 17% from where they were mid February 2020, just before the pandemic hit the US stores. Okay. Now, drugstore chains like Walgreens, for example, all right, which had alerted its customers about isolated formula shortages at its stores nationwide in November, said it is still facing very tight inventory. Okay. And Amazon, they have a spokesperson that said that they are working closely with its vendors to get formula, baby formula products back in stock as quickly as possible. Okay, because people are just not finding it in stores. And if they are finding baby formula in stores, it's not the formula that they need because we all know as parents, grandparents, aunts, and uncles, okay, baby formula, you got to have certain ones for certain dietary needs, right? You can't just buy any old baby formula and the baby's going to be okay with it. Okay. So, Walmart said any shortages of baby formula at its stores were related to capacity issues, okay, on the manufacturer's end. All right. And drugstore operator CVS said supply chain challenges are currently impacting most of the retail industry. Now, meanwhile, a spokesperson for the U.S. Department of Agriculture that runs WIC. I'm sure you've heard of WIC. It's a government-run program. WIC stands for Women, Infant, and Children. Okay. Said its food and nutritional service is in regular communication with state agencies and has met with infant formula manufacturers about the issues they're experiencing and their plans for mitigating the supply chain challenges. All right. Now, a spokesperson for WIC agencies have been able to resolve localized issues with formula availability, but that the federal agency will continue to closely monitor this situation. So I just wanted to get that information out to you. Oh, okay. You prepped condiments. Yes. I've been prepping my condiments as well, especially when I can find them for less than $1 a piece. My father told me that you don't know what hurt you when he showed me how to grind cornmeal from dry corn he purchased, and I saw some bugs when I was younger. Yeah. Yes, Matthew, exactly. Dry herbs and salt. Get your spices, stack it to the rafters. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I saw that, Terry. That baby formula is either locked, it's locked in behind cabinets now. And if you want it, you have to grab like a card that's on the shelf, bring it up to a register, and then they give you the container of baby formula. So I saw that. No, Jen. She texted me and said that she had a family emergency. She's not home and she doesn't know if she'll be able to get on tonight. So, do you do anything to prep condiments or leave in original containers? No, I generally leave it in the original containers. I do. Yeah. I even prep like when you get like fast food or you go out to a restaurant or whatever, or you get takeout just of any kind. And you get what are they called? The condiments that come in the small packages. I have containers, Tupperware containers, full, stacked of those too. I've been doing that for years. Heads up, the cheaper greenhouse kits. We put ours up this weekend, and today the wind ripped. Oh boy, really, Tanya? If I can find the link to the 2 greenhouses that I bought, I got them on Amazon. I will put them in the description box of tomorrow's video. Okay. Because I've had my greenhouses up for over a year and hurricanes have come through and nothing, no damage at all whatsoever. Okay. So, and they were not expensive at all. Okay. So here's a question. Okay. For you guys. All right. Because I know that a lot of you've emailed me, okay, and you tell me how frustrated you are and you're just ready to pull your hair out, okay? And I get it because I've been there, okay? You're frustrated. You don't know if you have enough, if you're prepping enough, how much more do we have to buy? How much longer do we have to do this? That type of thing, okay? And part of you know, part of your heart and part of your mind, you're just like, when is it just going to happen? When is shite just going to hit the fan? When is this just going to be all over? I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. But the other part of you is you're terrified to even think that any of this could even happen. That you're going to run out of food. You're going to run out of other resources. Okay. And I know a lot of you get angry. Okay. And you get depressed. All right. And you feel overwhelmed and I know a lot of you have said, I want to sleep. I want to sleep. I don't want to be bothered anymore. Is anybody else having these problems? Are you feeling like this? Okay. If so, what are your solutions? Because believe me when I say I get these emails all the time. So I feel this is something that has to be talked about. I really do. I feel that it has to be talked about. Yeah, prayer. Yeah. You're a major sleeper. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of you are overwhelmed. Yeah. You'll never have enough. Keep building. Yeah. But, have you ever asked yourself, when do I stop? You don't. You don't stop. You know, you, do you ever just get that feeling, that gut feeling it's telling you you need to do more? Yeah. Yeah. Do you take a break? I don't know. But you feel like if you take a break, is something going to happen? You know what I mean? So I, I, these are the kind of emails that I get all the time. So I wanted to bring it to everyone's attention because I feel that this is something that should be talked about. Okay. You don't want to miss anything, Mike. So don't stop prepping and praying. Build your spirit up to endure until the end. Yes, encouraging prepper, you're right. And Dawn says she feels like she can't stop. No, I know. You can't. Really, Jasmine, you teach meditation. I like that. I like that a lot. You're right, Gaw Mom. Look at our ancestors. They never stopped, or we wouldn't be here today. You're so right. You're so right. Your house is a disaster, Lady Casca. You should see mine. You should see mine. So, does anybody have any questions? Any prepping questions? Anything? 81-year-old mom says our house is like a grocery store. Hey, at least you won't ever have to worry about going hungry, right? Really, Jabney? That's interesting. Don't throw away juice in canned black olives. Save it. It has iron in it. I would have never known that. Thank you for that advice. That's amazing. The orders that were given, Michelle, were from Putin. Okay. And because he's going in, and everyone was ordered out. All the other countries, they were ordered out of the Ukraine. So, what garden plans do I have? Well, I am going to be planting more trees, more fruit trees this year. I'm going to focus on more fruit trees because my fruit trees have been doing beautifully. So I'm going to focus on more fruit trees this year. Yeah. Um, WS, when it comes to having success growing food inside the house, I have, when it comes to regrowing. And if no one knows what I mean by when I say regrowing, have you ever taken a green onion? Okay. And you know how you chop off the green onion, all right, or leek as people call it, okay? And then you get down to that little white part, and it's got the strings hanging from it, the little roots hanging from it, okay? Take that, put it in a glass of water, put it in the windowsill. It's just going to keep regrowing, okay? Do you have any romaine lettuce? You know, you cut the greens off, and then you're left with the little stump at the end. Do the same thing. Take that little stump, put it in a glass of water. It's going to keep regrowing. Okay. These are things that you could do inside your house. All right. No, you don't have to put the salt in the eggs. I just do it because I'm used to putting salt in everything when I'm doing food preservation. How long does bottled water last? I have some underneath my bed that's been there for 2 years. You know, well, we know not to go by expiration dates. You know, honestly, I have water that's underneath Andrew's bed and it's been there for 3 years. And we just take it out because, you know, we rotate our stock, take it out, put it in the fridge. And I honestly have not noticed a difference in taste. So if that answers your question. The kid's dad that came home. No, that was my son that came home. Yeah. My son's only 24. He doesn't have children yet. Should I get a 5-foot freezer, which I can't afford to fill right now, or should I go ahead and just get canned meat? Huh. Well, honestly, Mike, I do both. So it all depends on your budget, man. I mean, I don't want to say do it this way, don't do it that way. You have to go along with what your budget is. I've had my one freezer for years. And then I bought a second freezer and it was only $200. But I also can my meat. You know what I mean? And I also buy meat that's already canned. So, you know, I mean, it really all depends on your budget, honey. It really does. And I don't want to try and divert you away from anything like that, you know? So, um, I think it would be cheaper in the long run if you learned how to pressure can your own meat. But that's just my opinion. Aluminum foil over what lids for extra protection, Lois? How do you keep people out of your garden? I don't know your living condition, hon, so I don't know how to, you know, is the garden in your front yard or your backyard, you know? People are following shoppers home and robbing them. Be careful. Yes, I know. I know. I hear about it all the time. Yes, Stephanie, celery too to regrow in the kitchen. Yes, I completely forgot about that one. Thank you. Yes, bok choy regrows too, as well. Dry shampoo. What about dry shampoo, Dawn? Should you buy it? I buy it. What is this Russian stuff? These people. When you live with family, live what? What's the question, La La Land? When you live with family, live in a what? Yes, beach flour. The frozen whole eggs fry up just like a regular whole egg. Yes, they do. How do you? How do I keep people from stealing out of my garden other than shocking the shite out? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know your living conditions, so I don't know how to keep people out of your garden. What new crop will you be growing this year? I'm not really sure. I have 3 years worth of seeds right now saved up. So I'm not really sure what new stuff I'm going to be doing this year. I'm really not sure. You're old enough to be my mom, huh, Jean? Okay. What about water that was left on sitting on concrete? Get those bottled waters off of concrete, please. Even if you have to get like an old pallet or something, put it on a pallet. Get it off the concrete. Just trying to catch up on your questions, guys. That's all I'm doing. How long does canned meat last after expiration date? Um, I, there's many different people have many different answers for that. And I don't want to say, well, it's good for this amount of time. And then you go and eat it and then you get sick. You know what I mean? So, not sure. Did your Berkey come with a primer button? Mine just showed up and doesn't have one. I don't see where it goes either, but Kit says I should have one. I got it. I don't know. My son put it together for me, so I'm not sure. Can I show my fruit trees? Well, because we've been having deep freezes every single night, my fruit trees are kind of shriveled up right now. But when they start to bloom, I will. Yeah. Yes, Jay, I know people are stealing steak. Yes. Your car was broken into at Walmart. What, Matthew? Are you serious? Did you make a police report at least? It's in the back part of your yard, fenced in. One is under my bedroom window. I live in a small town out of the middle of nowhere, and people are still able to steal out of your garden. Are you kidding? Have you ever thought of maybe just getting a small greenhouse? You know, at least if it's covered, maybe they won't go in there. I don't know, hun. Ridiculous. Is there a motion detector water sprinkler? I, I don't know. I've never seen one before. Oh, baloney recall on dry shampoo. I still use it. I don't care. Pop a cap in their ass. Get out of here. When you see the Russian names in nonsense posts, that's a bot. Yes, I know it's a bot, but I just think it's weird with everything that's going on with Russia, and now they're coming in my chat. Really, it's like Do you know if there's a way to help stop radiation from getting in our houses? No, I do not. And I'm not going to sit here and act like I do. Angie, I've been told that bottled water cannot sit on concrete because there's chemicals in the concrete that can get into the plastic, which can get into the water. So that's why I said, get the bottled water off the concrete floor. And no, I do not have chickens, Cray. I can barely handle what I got going on right now. I don't need any chickens. Apparently, yes, cement does react. I don't know what it is, but yeah. How long would it take for apple trees or lemon trees take to grow a small crop? I don't know about apple trees, okay, because I don't have an apple tree. But lemon trees, they grow pretty fast down here at least. Like I have just take for instance, I have a kumquat tree out in my front yard. It's not even a year old. Guess what? It's already producing. It just all depends on the environment, your fertilizer, and how you care for things. Really, that's because I was told, when I planted my grapevines, that it would take 3 years before I would be able to eat the grapes off of my grapevines. Within a year, I had grapes all over the place, and they were the most delicious, sweetest grapes I ever had in my life. So it really all depends. But I've never grown an apple tree, so I'm not going to tell you anything about apple trees because I don't know. Okay. All right. I made it big time when I get hit by a bot. Oh, gee whiz. Thanks, Wilma. I'm helping people and they hate that. Well, thanks, Matt. So that's the reason why. What do you do with rotten potato? You toss it out or you bury it? Hint, hint. Very funny, Gaw Mom. Wise ass trying to get me into trouble. All right. NBC 10 is circling your neighborhood. Someone was hit on 8-9. Oh, Margie, I'm sorry, honey. Well, you're welcome, Double D Homestead. I'm so happy that you guys are here with me. Yeah, Jenny, you're right. It's healthy to have a break. You're 100% right, honey. You saw canning lids at the dollar store? How is that even possible? Walnut tree. Yeah, I want to grow walnut trees and pecan trees down here too. But from what I understand, they take a very, very long time to grow and to produce. And they also they grow very, very large. And we have to be careful here, with hurricane season and stuff like that. So, are you serious, Homer? Trudeau is blaming us for the trucker protests? He needs to get over himself. No kidding. Thank you, Denise. Yeah, exactly, treasure seekers. That's why I said that I didn't know if I even wanted to go that far in getting walnut trees or pecan trees because of how long they take. You know what I mean? So, I mean, like I have a papaya tree out there that I just planted last year and I'm already getting papayas off of it. So, you know, well, these bots, they need to go. Where'd you go? Shithead. Wait, what? According to a Deagle report, America will lose most of its population. That's not the first time I've heard someone say that to me, Howell. It's not the first time. So, yeah. Stephanie, stop. Oh, geez. I'm trying to grow avocado tree and lemon tree inside my grew orange tree and banana in his house. Or like his house plants. Yeah, but watch with banana trees because they multiply on their own. So YouTube is watching you. Send money your way. Duckman, I ain't sending you shit. I'm kidding. The black Ford, they block them. Canada, get ready. No, I don't know. They know our name for JB. Oh, okay, go, Mom. Toto is what? Blaming us for the convoy. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like it's all our fault. Well, exactly, Sony. You know, uh, if that happens, we're in trouble. We're in trouble anyway until Potato gets out of office. How long does chocolate stay good if it's refrigerated? Chocolate doesn't last long in this house, so I can't honestly answer that question. But somebody might be able to answer that for you. Yes, it is, Cray. You're exactly correct. It is a perfect storm. And oh God, I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to think about what's coming. I really don't, because it's going to be so bad. Just remember what is on the shelves right now. That's all that's there. I seriously hope that everyone is prepped up, because when I went to the store, when I went shopping, the last 2 days, there was maybe a few packages of meats. That was it. That was it. So sad. So sad. And the packages of meats that were left were way out of my league price wise. Couldn't even touch them. Couldn't even touch them. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, Tara Douglas, you finally made it. So Potato said it's imminent at this point, and saw an article. Putin yanked his big boat off the dock today, pulling the dock down. What the hell? I don't know. I don't know, Shelley. Uh, I'm so. Wait, what was that? Friend at Walmart just told me her back room is full of groceries. Meat at my Kroger is well stocked. RCX. Well, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Not everyone is going to see the same thing all at the same time. Like here in the Tampa Bay area, there's barely any meats on the shelves. And the meat that is left is the high price stuff, the stuff that nobody can touch. So we're going to get through. We're going to get through this. Pray and prep. Find the love and humor. Yeah, that's why I am the way that I am. I try and just keep a smile on my face, and I'd rather laugh than cry. No kidding. Putin's account got frozen. He took his $1 million boat while the upper deck was still being built. Why are you shocked, Juby, about the Tampa supply? It's crazy here. What's in all the containers off the coast? Who the hell knows? Probably rotten food. But that's just my guess. No, Mike, she's not coming on. She had a family emergency. You ordered a piglet to raise to butcher last night. Have to find a lamb for spring. Nice, treasure seekers. I like that. Every time I say potato, you crack up. I'm sorry, Liberty B. But you have to distinguish. There's a difference between a potato and a potato. Okay. Probably Chinese military for takeover. Well, he is in cahoots with China, so don't be surprised. Hey, you made the live, Danward. How you doing? No, I'm not from New York. I'm from New Jersey. Your husband told you to stop insulting potatoes. Can't even give him the satisfaction of being a scallop potato. You know, $100 million boat. What the hell? Who the hell has money for that? What's the best way to break a big container of meat into smaller servings to freeze? What kind of meat are you talking about? Oh, where are you at in your availability of meats? Slim pickings over here, man. Where is the bot, Stephanie? They need to just stay the hell out of here. You son of a bitch. That's a good idea, Tanya. Thrift and antique stores are selling oil lamps for $15 a piece. Oh, really, Susie? Your dad's from Hoboken. I'm from Atlantic City. Yeah. No wonder I live in Florida. Listen, I want to get the hell out of Florida. I hate it here. It's boring. The Winter U.S. Olympic bobsled team renamed their bobsled from U.S. to Butt. Are you serious? They said they renamed it after Biden because nobody has brought America downhill faster than him. Very funny, Prepper 101. Wise ass. Oh my God. You guys need to stop. Listen, Juby Joe, the TV show Jersey Shore was not, those people were not actually from New Jersey. Okay? Don't even start with me with that. Those people, they need to go. Hey, Charles, how are you? I was wondering where the hell you were. Should you and Trish change your live stream to a different day? No, it's only because she had a family emergency, honey. That's all. Hello from Australia. We watch you every time you post. Some shelf are sparse, some are okay. We are watching prices rise. We love your show. Well, thank you, Donna. Thank you. Thank you, Margaret. True story on the bobsled. Are you serious? That's terrible. Well, no, it's not terrible, but you know. Yes, I know. I heard sweet and spicy. I heard about the free drugs and the paraphernalia to addicts, and I'm thinking, what a way to be an enabler. Yeah. My daughter lives in your area. She loves it. She is a car salesman. Oh, okay. Rest in peace, phone charger. Janet, your phone charger died. Why won't he take a cognitive test? Because then they know that he'll get impeached and put in a nursing home. That's why. And then who's going to step in from that? Heels up. And then who will be VP after that? The lush. You really want that? Store manager told me oatmeal is going up $1.50. Are you talking about for the Quaker oats or like store brand? How often do I go live? I try to go live every Friday at 7 p.m. They don't need to replace the VP. It's not mandatory to do so. Really? Okay. Thank you, Prepper 101. I didn't know. Thank you, Charles. Druggies get free drugs, and I'm supposed to pay $1,500. Yeah, I know. Believe me, I get it. You know how much my prescriptions cost me every single month? Okay, I hear you. Okay. And Charles, I'm just here taking it all in. I might email you when I get time. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Email me. How's your son doing? Sowing his wild oats. Very funny. He's getting deployed to 29 Palms and then possibly Ukraine. That's how he's doing. And he's not too happy about it. Heels up in Old Hills. Oh, stop. You go live every day at midnight. Okay. I'll get on over to your channel, Prepper 101. Hey, kicking it. Good night, Gigi. Love you. Yeah, insulin is so expensive anymore. It's ridiculous. Believe me. I know. Yeah, Shelly. He has to go to 29 Palms for 3 weeks. And then possibly they told him because he was picked to go to 29 Palms, he will most likely have to go to Ukraine. So, yeah. So, you know, with the thing with the free drugs and the paraphernalia, that really irks me. You want to know why? Because what about all the people that need EpiPens? You know how expensive those are? Let's give those out for free. Okay. How about inhalers? Let's give those out for free. Okay. How about insulin? Let's give that out for free. How about cancer medication? Let's give that out for free. How about medication for HIV and AIDS? Let's give that out for free. Okay. So let's do that. Okay. Instead of crack and heroin and meth and everything else. Okay. That was their choice to do that. It's not our choice to get cancer. It's not our choice to actually have a debilitating disease. Like, I know you hear me. Okay. So I don't even have to go on with what I want to say. Okay. What's up with Stephanie's comments? What are you talking about? Yeah, Kemet and Chill 29 Palms is out in California. It's a Marine Corps base. Thank you, Kicking It, for doing that for Andrew. Yes, Sharon, he did. He did. It was him and my nephew Gavin. They bought a house together. Yeah. Yes, Emily, that's where Andrew was. He was at Paris Island. Then he went to Camp Lejeune. Now he's going to 29 Palms. No, he's not going to sell the house. He just bought it. The renovations are just now getting done. He's not going to sell it. It's completely paid off. So he's not going to sell it. Of sinus congestion after having COVID. Do you have any remedies for relief? No, I don't. Yes, Jean, he did. Free ivermectin. Nice. This will cause crime to skyrocket. The free drug kits. Yes, I know. I know it will. It's disgusting, isn't it? They're willing to do that for drug addicts. They won't do anything to help our citizens who are truly sick. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. What about our people that have immune compromised systems? What about, I mean, I could go on and I can go on and I can go on. But what's the point? So I don't even want to talk about it because I get upset. It's like, why don't you take care of our veterans? How about our homeless children? Okay. How about them? Let's take care of them, but no. Do I have a coffee grinder? Yes, babe, I do. I have a coffee grinder. Yeah. And I actually, I have a percolator too. I love it. So, uh, you can train the pecan and walnut trees. Yeah, and you know what, Matthew? It's horrible to even think that that could even happen, especially when California has the highest homeless rate in the country. I don't know if anybody knew that. California has the highest homeless rate in the country. So, really, Shelley, you want to email me some of that tea? What does your little man? What does my title mean? Autumn, what does your title mean? The order has been given. We were talking about Putin and the orders that were given. Okay. You are doing good, Autumn, as a solo act tonight. Well, thanks, Lorraine. I tried. Sinus relief, boil water, turn it off. Do a face sauna with a towel over your head. Use eucalyptus leaves. That is a good idea. Yeah. What about our borders? You know what, Homer? I think we as citizens are the only ones that actually give a crap about our own borders. Gene, if that even happens, God help us all. Because I don't even want to go there. I really don't. Anyway. All right, guys. You know what? It's 8:30 and I think I'm going to end this early, okay? Um Sean's going to be home soon and I got to some things before he gets home, okay? So, I will see you all tomorrow. All right? I love you. Stay safe, stay positive, keep prepping. And as always, fearless. Okay? If you need me, you know you can always email me, okay? head on a swivel. Good night. Ciao.